with 12 wins. 9 of his 12 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, representing the Philippines, here is Jerald into. Undefeated with 3 wins, 2 of his 3 wins come by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, representing Kazakhstan, here is Sanatali Toltayev.
And into, coming off a 6-round unanimous decision win over Ahmad Jones, Toltayev scored a final round TKO win over Herman Brochero in the opening round of the tournament, as Toltayev lands a nice right hand to the body. Toltayev, of course, has a twin brother, Sanatali Toltayev, who is also an undefeated pro, also a spectacular amateur, and they are frequently confused. As you saw on the LED screen as he walked to the ring, he was listed as his brother and not himself.
I mean, the difference
is one letter.
Is one letter. So I get that. It's like Jamel and Jamal.
Yes.
You know, so many times they make that mistake. It just did the other day.
Well, George Foreman and George Foreman and George Foreman and George Foreman and George Foreman.
Rest in peace, Big George.
Absolutely. You know, Into had a great win over Ahmad Jones, but he also was cut in that fight. So I want to know, I'm interested to see how that cut's going to hold up.
Using that reach well here at the minute, Into.
Into matching what can be a heavy work rate from Toltayev. See the long reach.
Sure, this last fight, you had the snappy little left hand, and just saw it there again. Into.
Oh, now sneaky uppercut on the inside, but Toltayev firing a shot a little bit late, but the referee feels that Into is holding him at the same time as Toltayev comes back inside with a right hand.
Shots. Really stepped into that, Toltayev.
This is high octane boxing here in the opening round. Both men doing some terrific work.
He sort of leans when he throws that jab there Into, and that just makes him a hard target to counter. It's long. Oh, good shot.
Into landing that jab very thus far here in the opening round, stepping in and stepping out.
Yeah.
Nice right hand over the top though from Toltayev.
Just be a little bit route one here, Toltayev, a little bit too bullish with his approach and walking on the shots.
Oh, what a shot there from Toltayev, and down goes Into in the opening round.
He just timed the straight left hand of Into.
There's the same shot landing again from Toltayev. Into takes it this time. But in a razor-thin opening round, Toltayev round 2 underway. Tremendous start for Sanatali Toltayev. He looks for that same shot there, that sweeping left hook that had Into on the floor in the opening round. This tournament for Toltayev kind of represents a little bit of a fresh start, although he's still competing in the amateurs off and on. He's had a lot of success and can really be that fresh start and can show the world the levels of his ability as we saw in the opening round of this contest. Double right hand there from Toltayev to the body and then to the head.
He's finding Into a bit of a tricky target to hit clean here.
Right hand from Toltayev straying low.
Shots.
Sweeping left hook there from Into. A couple short shots here on the inside as well.
I mean, it's a silly shot to throw actually because you've got no balance. If you don't hit with the shot, you're in trouble. But it came off for him. He just overcommits to the left. He steps too close with the front foot there. When he throws the left hand, then it's, you know, the judgment's not right. All you got to do is turn from the hips and the shoulders. He doesn't need to take a step. He has the range and the reach.
Exactly. He definitely messes it up with his feet. His arms, he has a perfect jab, but he just doesn't play it right with his feet to keep that proper distance so that he doesn't get countered.
Yeah, it's a good point, Brock. I mean, if he was aiming kind of the crease of his elbow at the head of Toltayev, it would be the perfect shot, but he's overreaching on that hook time and time again. Now back to his bread and butter, that heavy jab.
You step in with the jab, and so you should. But if it pushes their opponent back, then you throw the left hand. If it doesn't, then you've got to shorten that left hand and adjust with it.
Final 20 seconds here of round 2. Good bounce back round for Intu, considering the condition he was in the opening round. That late knockdown as he steps in with a well-timed jab once more.
Back and wins that round. 2 judges' scorecards.
Yes, you heard the scores from Thomas Tribert to this point. See it on your screen here. 20-17, 19-18, and 19-18 for Toltayev. Those 19-18 scorecards, obviously, that would suggest that Intu was given that last round by those 2 judges. So, nice boost of confidence for Intu.
And as you said, that landed a nice little 1-2 there as well. Intu boxing really well here.
Intu, the only Filipino fighter to advance the round of 32 here in the tournament. Countryman Brix Piala, Crisalito Beltran, who we referenced in the last fight, were both bounced in the opening round. Last remaining hope for his country here, the #1 seed, Jerald Intu, is putting together another good round here in the 3rd. Back comes Toltayev with a left hook over the top.
Just waiting too long, Toltayev. I know the reach is a problem for him. He should be forcing into the throw so he can slip inside that long reach and then go to work.
Good slip counter by Toltayev.
Another one there with the left hook.
Good shot.
A little sequence here for Sanatali Toltayev. Trying not to let the momentum of this fight get away from him. Got a hefty lead on one scorecard at the very least. If you're wondering, by the way, about the seeding, the #1 seed we've attributed to Jerald Intu coming into this tournament, it's because coming into the tournament, he was ranked number 24 by the WBC. Of course, we always talk about the world rankings as ending at 15. They extend far beyond that, and because of that ranking, as Toltayev will be admonished there, because of that ranking, Intu was given the #1 seed in this tournament.
He is one of the most experienced guys in this tournament. Most guys have like a record like Toltayev, 3-0, 5-0.
It's round 4 underway. Jerald Intu back to action with a left hand down the middle. All right, we're going to send it over to Claudia Trejos, who has an update on our previous contest. Claudia, what are you hearing?
Just to give us a hint of the kind of punching power Utria and Krenz had. Krenz ended up with a dislocated left shoulder and Carlos Utria with a heavily injured right hand.
Thank you so much, Claudia. So obviously we wish for a speedy recovery for both fighters, for Krenz obviously to continue with his career, and for Utria to continue in this tournament. A broken hand, something to worry about for a guy that probably looked like one of the tournament favorites coming out of that fight.
Yeah, it'd be catastrophic, that will. You can. Just to pull out, though, you can't use it to full effect in the next round.
Oh, man.
Standing a bit closer here, isn't he, Toltayev?
Yeah, Toltayev's starting to get in the kitchen with a little more regularity here, and again...
That wasn't behind the head. He punched him from the outside of the shoulder, but that wasn't behind the head.
Wow.
I can see where the referee's done that, though.
But it looked like it hit the back of the head.
No, I don't think it did. I mean, you might be right, but from my angle here, it looked like I think caught him on the chin.
Oh.
But from the referee is,
yes,
and for what's been happening, I can see why you've seen that, and he might be right, by the way. If only we had some sort of technology where we can see why.
They haven't invented that yet.
I watched an amateur tournament on the weekend, and not to see replays freaked me out. You're watching it live, you also can't see a replay.
Right.
We're spoiled, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, good shot there from Toltayev. Into just missed with a home run shot of his own. Toltayev getting there first, and now picking up the pace, forcing Into back against the ropes.
Lovely uppercut there from Toltayev on that right hand as well.
That was a game of milliseconds. Whoever got there first in that exchange was going to hurt their opponent, and it was Toltayev who got to his mark before Into.
Oh, Toltayev's kind of letting him off the hook right now, getting him out of the corner, allowing him to get out of the corner.
He's looking for that clean shot. I know they look for that one big punch to finish it off, but sometimes just throwing shots and it'll come. Sometimes you got to force it rather than just wait for it to happen.
Just seems like he's more comfortable slipping a shot than throwing a punch. More comfortable countering rather than just going combinations.
Body language of Into right now looking a lot more ragged than it was in the early rounds here, and certainly more so than Sanatali Toltayev. You see the face of Into starting to mark and swell as we will come to the end of the...
One judge has it 38-36 for the gold corner, and one judge has it 39-35 for the gold corner.
All right, so you heard the scores: 37-37 on one card, 38-36, and 39-35 for Toltayev. We have them now in front of us and on your screen.
Better from Toltayev, just trying to disguise it a little bit more. That's when he really does the damage, when he's not just brute strength, just sometimes he disguises the shots a little faint. From Into though.
All right, so we did just receive confirmation as well that the instant replay that is available here at the WBC Grand Prix, they can review point deductions like that and make recommendations, but after reviewing the replay there, it was determined that the official had made the right call. And going back to the point I was making earlier, Barry, and you were alluding to it, I think the referee was also seeing that there was kind of a general aura of kind of unruliness from Toltayev. There were a couple fouls, and I think that just looking at the way that Into reacted, it was the right call ultimately, but I think that's what he was reacting off of also.
I think so, yeah. But Mark Leiston, the referee, has warned them a few times, and he was in the perfect position to see that it did land on the ear, on the back of the head.
especially when your opponent turns his back like that. There's no real shot for you with that left hand. You'd have to land in the back of the head.
Right.
So it only made sense for him to take that point away because you weren't even trying to land a legal shot in his eyes.
Big left hook there from Toltayev. Just threw away the right hand, got full leverage on that left hook. Credit to Intu for taking that one and moving forward.
He's a beautiful counterpuncher.
Intu trying to be too clever though. He was leaning over, trying to give it the look to try and throw a screw shot or something, but waited too long and just give him a tag and a hit. Intu got to go 1 tooth on the line. Big long shots like he was at the start of the contest. Use your length, use your reach. Bring the punches back as fast as they go out.
Less than 30 seconds remaining in the round. Toltayev just missed with another left hook. Looked like Intu got there first. The short shot of his own. We see a little bit of an abrasion under the eye of Toltayev now, maybe courtesy of that shot, as 10 seconds remain in the round. Intu's gonna need some big stuff like that shot if he wants to pull this one out. I mean, Sanatali, Toltayev, and Jerald Intu fight that despite some messiness and a point deduction. Seems firmly in the grasp of Toltayev, unless Intu could produce something colossal here in the final round.
When you get tired, you start to lose your shape. Punches come back a bit slow, a little bit lower. Just it's only little things at a time, but when you got someone like Toltayev who's technically very good and strong, it makes it a lot easier. Going down the stretch then, it makes it easier for him, and it's been that in the last couple of rounds. There's still a little bit of a jeopardy with him to the way he commits to a shot, but apart from that, he's been an easier target to hit the last couple of rounds.
The chin of Intu has been holding up too after getting knocked down in the first round.
Dangerous looking shot there from Intu a moment ago. Toltayev really ducking into that uppercut from Intu as he lands a nice counter left hook with his back in the corner.
Just can't get his hand from it, can he? He had Toltayev where he wanted him pretty much, and just can't get the success. That's nice there, just a little feint. Look down low and then come up high with a left hook.
Switch of positions there from Toltayev.
And the counter came with the left hand instead of the right hand. It was beautiful overhand.
And turned it all the way over too.
Gennady Golovkin style.
Right. Final minute of this contest. Toltayev going back to the body with a nice right hand. Intu's gonna have to find something big here. What can he do to try and set that up, Barry? You got 30 seconds to hit a home run. What do you do?
I mean, you don't think you can do that. You take that silly risk, you get knocked out. You're not going to do that, are you? He's had a good go. He's just falling a bit short, that's all.
Right, but if he can't go to the body, you're missing up top a lot, but go to the body's there. He's slipping you from moving his head up top, but the body's there.
Final 10 seconds of the contest. An excellent performance from Sanatali Toltayev.
Judges' scorecards. Judge Fabian Guggenheim scores it 58-54, and both judges, Paul Landeros and Christian Garduño, scored the same, 57-55, all for your winner by unanimous decision. Sanatali Toltayev!